Smallholder farmers are ditching traditional livestock methods and embracing high-tech artificial insemination, not for cattle but for dairy goats. For years, breeding meant trekking miles in search of a male goat, risking devastating diseases and stunted livestock. But today, science is stepping in, boosting milk yields to 4 litres a day, commanding premium prices of up to 100 shillings per litre. This is how Goat AI is changing lives and transforming the rural economy.
Nilianza ufugaji wa mbuzi miaka 10 iliyopita. Nilianza na hii tu ya huku kwetu ya kienyeji. Haya, tulikuwa tunaenda tunapeleka kwa hii venge, inatupea mbegu, lakini vile tunilienda nikipeleka sinapatangwa na magonjwa. Vile tulikuwa tunasomeswa, hapo ndipo niliingilia kwa AI. Kwanza nilianza na ile inaitwa agronubian. Nikapatiwa agronubian, leo ilinipa maziwa mingi sana hiyo mbuzi. Sababu ilikuwa inatoa lita 4 kwa siku. Nikapata ingine, hii inaitwa Sainen ya white. Nayo nikaendelea nayo, nikapatiwa mbegu, nayo ikaanza kunipa maziwa. Unaona maziwa inaenda ikiongezea sasa. Hao tu wanakuja field wakaniambia wacha tujaribu ingine tuone vile zitaenda sote. Nikapewa hii ingine German hapa. Sasa kawa breed 3.
Wambui isn't alone. Across the region, the traditional method of using a single community buck was a ticking time bomb for livestock health.
The farmers are appreciating, like initially they used to do the traditional way of breeding using the buck. With the buck, there was the issue of inbreeding. Through using the semen, we have corrected the issue of inbreeding, because inbreeding reflects to reduce production with time. The animals are born with deformities. At the same time, when we used to use the bucks, there were so many reproductive diseases transmitted, like the brucellosis, and this one affects also the production. So through the use of Goat AI, they have improved their milk production and they have managed to control diseases relating to reduced cost of production.
One of the things that we thought that we could help them diversify is in milk production. So we provided AI services in every household and upgraded their breeds, which are now moving to producing twice the amount of milk that they were producing then, which is about 5 liters, and we're working to increase that by continually providing the seed that is required through our AI artificial insemination program.
To scale this success, centers like the Kenya Animal Genetic Resource Centre are standardizing the genetic pool, making elite goat breeds accessible to ordinary citizens.
Basically, why Goat AI Centre was started was to ensure that we improve the productivity in terms of meat and milk. From KAGRC, we are assuring farmers that we are providing them with the best genetics that will improve their productivity in terms of meat and milk. And also in that process, by using the artificial insemination, which is a process where we manually deposit semen in the reproductive tract of a female goat, which is a doe, using a technique that trained personnel usually have. So the advantages of AI, first of all, you will improve on your productivity. Secondly, you will be reducing on the venereal diseases. Thirdly, you will be also having a chance to reduce on the cost of keeping a buck, which is very expensive.
Inside the laboratory, the precision is down to a microscopic science. Every single dose of semen undergoes rigorous quality control checks before it ever reaches a farm.
For the microscopic, we usually check for 3 things. We usually check for the motility, we check for the morphology, and also the concentration. Motility, it's the number of sperm cells that are moving. Motility means movement. So for the fresh semen, we usually check at 70%, should be 70% motile. Then for the morphology, the sperm has to have the head, the body, and the tail for it to function well. So there is also a percent that has to pass before we can accredit it to be a good semen. Then also for the concentration, there is a percentage of concentration that should be there per ml. Then from all those features, that semen goes to the next step, which is packaging.
The results of this scientific approach are highly tangible. Right now, there are 58 groups totaling over 60,000 farmers owning high-quality goats in Kirinyaga County alone. For local policymakers, it is the ultimate weapon against rural poverty.
On focusing on women economy, we were looking at what are these small stock that can transform the economy of that lady down there. That who cannot afford a cow costing 200,000. That who does not own these large-scale coffee farms. So to address that one, we were tasked to look for ways for intervention. And dairy goat become very important to them. 5 dairy goats is equivalent to 1 cow. 1 liter of goat milk goes to about 100 shillings, 120. So we had to focus on dairy goat as economic empowerment, particularly for women and less fortunate within the society. They are also able to work with goat because you require very small space.
Aside from requiring less space and capital than cattle, goat milk fetching a premium price has turned into a gold mine. The secret behind the high price tag, it is unique health properties.
One of the things about goat milk is the medicinal importance of it. Usually the main market are hospitals. And that is the reason why we find it being like a premium milk.
For everyday farmers on the ground, this high-value niche market has provided a steady, predictable stream of life-changing income.
So far niko na mbuzi 21 goats na maziwa nauzanga. Kuna kampuni ya tununulia maziwa na tunauzanga kwa shilingi 100 kwa kilo kwa lita moja. It meant to be medicine, ni dawa, yani kwa kifupi ni dawa juu kwa watoto wadogo, tuseme hana mama ama mama hanyonyeshi, inasimama kwa niaba. Wakati tulikuwa tunafanya hii tulikuwa tunatumia dume wa kawaida, kunapata magonjwa. Tena mbuzi kakikua, tuseme before kafike kiwango cha kuwa kazima, anatake muda mrefu sana. Lakini kwa AI haina magonjwa, ina grow vizuri, growth rate bado iko high.
From local laboratory straws to thriving homesteads, Goat AI is proving that sometimes the biggest economic transformations come from the smallest livestock.